This Haftarah is special. It's Rosh Hashanah's Haftarah. It comes from the book of Shmuel, and it's actually the story of the birth of Shmuel. The connection to the Torah reading for Rosh Hashanah is that you read about the story of Abraham and Sarah, who had not yet had children, and God blesses them, and it is said that this blessing took place on Rosh Hashanah. So here you also have the situation where a woman named Hannah has not yet given birth, and she is blessed on Rosh Hashanah. But let's hear the story. There was this man named Elkanah. He had two wives, Hannah and Penina. Penina had children. Every year, for the Shalosh Regalim and for the holidays, Rosh Hashanah, Elkanah would travel a different route to bring new people along with him to Shiloh. Shiloh is where the Mishkan, the tabernacle, was before the building of King Solomon's temple. So this story takes place before that period of time. And it turns out that Hannah didn't have children, and as the story goes, that while they were up there and Elkanah was serving the food, that, to use a funny phrase, that Penina would rib Hannah, oh, you don't have any children, and I get more portions of food, and you don't get that. She was trying to egg her on to try harder to have a kid, one of the commentaries say. Well, regardless, she's sad, and her husband says, I treat you so nicely. I treat you better than 10 children would treat you. You have a good life. Why are you upset? She wanted to have children. So anyway, she was a very holy, pious woman, and she went to the temple, and she's there praying. And Eli HaKohen was there, and he said, hey lady, you're drunk. You're not allowed to pray when you're drunk. And this is the best reason to not have a Kiddush club, rabbis, is you're not allowed to pray and drink at the same time. You could drink, you could pray, but not at the same time. And we learn that from this Haftarah. So the Kohen says, lady, what's the matter? Well, I'm praying to Hashem, I'd like to have a child. And he blesses her. Eli Kohen blesses her and says, next time this year you will have a child. And then she goes home and she sleeps with her husband and they get pregnant. And the husband's ready to go back up to Shiloh next year. And she says, no, I'm staying with the kid until I wean him off of nursing. And I believe it was in the 3rd year that she brought him to the Mishkan. And she said that Shemuel, God heard my prayers, and now I made the pact, that I made a promise, that if I do get pregnant, I will eventually give the child to be in service at the temple. And this is the story